Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Are we live again? Just double checking with chat. First one was Mystery Giga. I need to find my 3DS and play Etrian Mystery Dungeon again. I think the reason why I burned out on Etrian Mystery Dungeon was because once you had a decent party, it was so easy to break that game wide open. You just surrounded the boss, surrounded the FOE, had the tank and the dancer use their aggro evasion skills, and then you just beat the tar out of them. It was stupid easy. Like, literally any of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon bosses were harder than that. So, anyway, cool. All right, if we're live, are we good to hop back in, cast? Any questions, any delays, anything else?
Nope.
All right,
good to go?
Pick back right up. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Right. Order! So, she was telling the truth about what she heard.
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
Well, what did he say, eh?
It's over. Press the switch. Now. Now.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire.
Detective Crescend, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why did we hear only one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
Lamarar was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescend?
Once again, I am reminded of something.
Huh?
Our performance that day.
Your performance?
Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Herr Forehead. What is it with you today? Problem after problem. My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about?
This part is off.
Which is that? Second guitar, tar. It was you, Darian! I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well,
You what? Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon. Mr. Latouche's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver of that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur.
Wait. You mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver?
you're forgetting something.
Yes, Detective Crescent?
I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it.
Oh yeah, he definitely could have had a sloppy shot then. Yep.
I'm not amateur.
The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouche. Which suggests that there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes.
He thought. I wish I could think.
Well, Does the witness have anything to say about this? Detective Crescent!
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves Rolled Up Already for Action has to say. Hey, you, attorney!
Me?
Yeah, you with the sleeves rolled up. Who else has sleeves rolled up?
They itch
here?
my wrists. It feels uncomfortable. It's a stim thing.
Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little nose on the tape that could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar you misdue to a 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth.
The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far.
Oh, good. I was worried that this would be a 20-minute part 2 of the stream. Instead, it's going to be another 2 hours.
Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons for why you couldn't have done it.
Testimony part 2.
Proof of innocence.
Come on. Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes, not even once.
America. Not even once.
I see. Good taste. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great. Now I need to find a motive. This is the second to last case?
Yeah.
Her manager, sure. But Mr. Latouche was...
All right. Sorry, an Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? And not a very good one, seeing how he got wasted.
Jesus. That's cold, dog!
Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was.
But that's the same for Makji! No motive was proven for him!
Come on. He traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own.
Ugh.
More than I sure did. I mean, think about it.
Darian, you're a detective with international affairs?
Yeah? What of it?
Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert.
Huh?
Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs?
That's right. Well, Detective Crescent,
That's your game, is it? I guess I better confess then.
confess.
Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment. But I've never been sent overseas.
What? But you're an international...
International what? See, me and Plains got a difference in opinion. We don't like each other much.
My condolences, Air Forehead, but he's telling the truth.
Probably got banned from airlines because his hair kept pressing the attendant button.
Nah, I'm more of a submarine person.
He's never set foot outside the country, I can guarantee it.
As it turns out, My division has plenty of work to do locally as well.
That's so unfair. Remote work is important. So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert?
Fraternize? I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether.
Oh, he's misogynist on top of it.
Oh, I hate him.
So, you see,
You sure about that?
what? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you! Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations, I'll throw it back at you so hard, you'll forget who you're accusing of what.
Herr Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah?
Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know.
So he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence. And Pop-Tarts. Alright, so it's leaning into suggesting that the fifth statement is it. We gotta see if we have evidence. Ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation. The bearer is hereby ordered to no one, or speak to no one. Crime to be restricted to police and related parties. Okay. Found in the victim's left hand. Holds keys to a guitar case and a motorcycle. Okay. I mean, I'd have to prove that he knew about the incuritis, which I don't think I have a way of doing. But if he's in international affairs... I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? My two guesses are the investigation request, if he's involved with the police, saying, oh, I wanted to kill him because he was going to say something that we couldn't let him talk about. But I might as well get this dialogue real quick. So, you think this was some kind of firecracker?
Yeah, or one of those noisemakers, like you shoot off on New Year's.
Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing.
Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. I liked her fact more. Between you and me, chat, I think that fact was really cool. That is a huge waste of peanuts, though.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts!
Good.
Okay. I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? This makes a strong case. Like, this is a piece that is extremely obvious. Sample, okay, there's no proof of anything. I'm just trying to be like, when would he know about this? Or am I making the assumption that he would know about it because of international affairs? But he also said he works locally. So, why would he kill this guy over Machi having the capsule in his possession? So, I don't have confidence. I'm mostly going with this because this is the mysterious thing that we don't know a lot about. So, it has the highest likelihood of being related to why someone would kill someone else. Objection! Yeah, sure. Alright, explain it to me, game. Your Honor, I have no fucking idea what I'm looking, but take a look at this, please.
What's that? Ooh, piece of candy.
No. That's mine,
No.
thank you.
Piece of candy.
No!
It's not. Don't lick it, please. Or else Juicy's gonna come after you next.
Put you in a goddamn chokehold.
Detective Crescent. You ever seen this?
Looks like a piece of candy.
See, Trissy, I told you, give me that!
That's
give me
mine!
That,
Hey, no! Judge's orders, that's my candy!
What it is, besides delicious candy, and I will not be convinced otherwise, is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it.
Too late.
No!
Whatever.
Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
A cocoon? Never seen one that color. Or that flavor.
It is a variety and flavor only found in the Republic of Borginia. Nowhere else.
Ah, exotic jawbreaker. I mean, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom and not in my stomach?
You know it's Borginian because it's got the real cocaine coating instead of the fake one.
What? Surely this has nothing to do with the motive for killing Mr. Latouche. Does it?
It does! I have no idea how it does, I just think it does. Oh, Peeba!
You know,
Panda!
Everything going all right there?
A boy?
Oh,
hello?
Oh,
hold
Roll
on,
up
there's a
sleeves?
cat in the
You
courtroom.
okay?
Man was dragging his ass on the hardwood floor across in the hallway.
just imagine the
No!
courtroom just like, is that a cat?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. The litter box
Cat?
was like 20 steps to the left in our master bedroom, which means he was dragging his ass all the way from the bedroom down the hallway. My man was doing a vehicleless scooter.
The cocoon.
He's got a cocoon in his ass as contraband, and he was
got a-
trying to sneak past security.
Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, silk out of?
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
A curative? For what?
apparently, it is most efficacious?
Yes.
I'm just gonna say efficacious.
Why,
It
yes.
is most efficacious at treating a disease thought uncurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Borginia.
Whatever for? I mean, if it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world? Be selfish. What are you doing? It's not America.
Mr. Judge, the CIA would like to talk to you. If you'll please step outside with your hands behind your back.
No, you can't. You can't prove shit.
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
Oh, CIA, don't forget her too.
What? I have nothing to do with this. You're the one constantly trying to eat it.
Eat what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, while these three are getting arrested, apparently it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact.
What?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware.
Oh no, I licked it. Very intriguing.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others.
Interpol? Did they happen to talk about a cure if you just happen to lick it?
Right. The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager. But that is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
So I was Trying to smuggle this gumball into the country?
His name is Machi.
Now his name's Gumball. That's what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh. So I was going to sell it on the black market? Make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous! I mean, totally unthinkable!
You just thought of it. Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for another testimony.
God damn it!
Look,
Yippee!
about this smuggling of cocoons, but look, I need to make a phone call to my doctor.
Sean, an
For no
absolute
reason.
fucking moron. Hey guys, we might be done in about 3 hours tonight. Cocoon smuggling.
International Fair got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal.
Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover.
You kids think up the craziest things.
What if water slides, but with molasses?
You get stuck. That's a stupid idea.
Slide will take longer. You get more ride for the same amount of time.
Can you
It's
imagine
less
how
fun, it's
awful and
slower.
sticky you'd be in? Be like a fucking fly trap.
You think I'd get my hands on just some dirty cocoon money and risk it all?
Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted.
According to the reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky.
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what. That memo! That's how you knew about the cocoons!
Oh, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now.
You had to know about the cocoons to plan this.
Just how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'd never heard of them.
Well, Lamorar knew about them, though not their use.
My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know they're illegal to export. That's all.
Then I've nothing to be embarrassed about after all.
You could say people like me who know about them are the minority. Yeah. But that includes everyone in the international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol too, for that matter. Yeah.
So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche.
All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that...
Dangerous.
Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed.
But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? And why do I know so much about how the drug world works?
Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. They'd turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say, "Objection!" Man, I wanted to say that.
Maybe we could get them to cut his hair, too.
Who's on trial here again?
Man, you're so obviously know nothing about the black market.
How dare he? I buy my Neopet stocks every single day.
Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff.
Which is why you'd know how to find a loophole in the system.
You can say what you want about me, but back off of international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are? Boy Scouts?
They definitely have a hairstyle that looks like it. That wasn't what I was trying to...
Down, Darien, it's as you say. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of these cocoons. International affairs, Interpol, and Bolginian customs are all watching.
See? We know what you're doing.
Allegedly.
Always. We got cameras in your house. Look behind you.
Oh.
Not like some yipping little doggies that lap up every word that diva says.
Why, I oughta... I'd bark
Why you oughta
one
what?
time! It wasn't even at her! It was at... someone else!
Apollo, you literally whimpered
On a
like
what?
at me earlier.
You want some of this?
Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool. Yeah.
Ah, my hole is burning again, and it's out of anger this time!
Huh?
Ah, screw cool! I want this guy's head on a stick! The replica has to be the key to his motive. There's got to be a way to find out what he was up to. I think I might have an answer about this, but it depends on if I was reading this correctly. I mean, you could make the case that if people are worried about it, then they would want to use it like that. I mean, if the newspaper had said something about that there was a rise in illegal cases, then that would immediately disprove it. But I'm guessing if folks... Z strikes yeah. But it's the first one, so it hadn't become a pandemic yet, so a lot of people wouldn't know about it anymore. Sure, let's go for it. Objection! Nice. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye.
Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article. That's about the Chief Justice's...
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. Not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis.
Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
From WebMD. For once, it was correct. Only 1,000 more times it was wrong. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning.
Oh, right. Why? That's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying...
Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice.
You are saying the Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life.
The Chief Justice might deal in contraband. But even if the deal went through, why, it'd be an international scandal.
That's Detective Christian's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice.
Detective Crescent, is this true?
First I'm a murderer, Now I'm a smuggler.
No, you were a racist to begin with, but I'm glad that you're recognizing this.
And a misogynist.
Well, I guess that's a lot of crimes you're gonna pin me for, huh?
You know what? I bet you're the one who stole the Pop-Tarts! The wild berry, the cinnamon, the other one? It was you!
I did! They're in my stomach! I'm hungry as a shark.
I knew
I'm
it!
gonna eat all of your Pop-Tarts.
The self-made accusations against me were false from the start!
Distasteful as it is to think about. The Pop-Tarts bubbling in his stomach. I mean, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why, the seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller.
Don't let sleeves over there trick you.
Trucy, do my sleeves actually look bad? I thought I looked professional.
No, it looks your arms look fine. Nothing to be self-conscious about.
So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof?
Well,
Oh yeah. And your sleeves look terrible. You're
Yeah,
also
they look
forgetting
pretty
another-
bad.
Oh,
Christ.
do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Warginian Customs barely sleep. They're so worried about cocoons getting out.
So we were informed. Oh, let's continue with the cross-examination.
Warginian Customs is very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked.
Just how strict is this customs check?
Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours.
I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows.
Yes. It would be hard to distinguish between them. Not that I would know. I'd never eat. I mean, I never.
That's right. Gavin was in Borginia, wasn't he?
I remember setting off the metal detector several times. I had to practically strip naked to walk through.
Could you describe that in more detail for the court?
We don't need
Like
you to
step by
describe
step?
that. Absolutely not.
There's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glimmerous fop.
I'm here in spirit!
Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death.
That is pretty extreme.
Warginia has this rep as an idyllic, laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security.
The Republic of Borginia is a peaceful, pleasant country. So this level of security shows us how truly concerned they are about these cocoons.
That's the situation. Hey, man, if there's a way to get cocoons out of there, I'd sure like to know.
You're in a position to know quite a bit about smuggling.
Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. But all we get are reports on the failed smuggling ops. Not exactly something you'd want to go copy. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich!
I would be interested in hearing, purely from a legal
Alright, Judge, I have a
perspective.
flyer
Of
here.
course.
Let me slide you this.
Oh,
Alright, you got the sheet.
I thought he was calling him out and saying he's about to get
Ah, yes.
arrested, but he's actually interested.
NFTs.
Oh, I weep for our judicial
Don't
system.
forget to crypt.
A replica, okay. All right, well that's just begging for me to present evidence. There's a way to get, I mean, smuggled it in his ass, probably.
Morty,
There is no evidence that points to my ass being
I hate it here.
Didn't I say in the last stream I had it in my ass, yeah?
Stop.
What if they just extracted it from the cocoon and then took it out of the country from there? Replica of a cocoon from which a remedy for incuritis may be extracted. That's what I'm curious about, is if they can extract the cure from it and sell that, and they know that the International Affairs is looking for the cocoons, and the Brazilians are the ones who know how to extract it, why wouldn't they just extract the cure and then smuggle that over instead of bringing the cocoon into a country where most people probably don't know how to extract it? Like, that is the main reason why I'm not picking this. Can I zoom in? Yes. They're like residue or anything? No? That would be cool. That would be so cool if I needed to actually like zoom in on an item and then I would see like a little bit of residue in the corner and point that out. That would be sick. But no, this game didn't think that far. Okay, well, it says it's sent from Borginia. So technically, if they're asking, is there a way to smuggle it out of the country, then I guess you could put it in a guitar. But I guess if their security is so strict, why wouldn't they have... They would have checked it, you know? So, it's replica, it's the guitar. Maybe he does know and he's not allowed to tell us, but all that would prove is that he knows and we don't, and we have to prove that we do know. So, because the circumstances of bringing this over into the country don't make sense, probably I will go with this. Okay. Actually, there is one way, besides the anal cavity.
What?
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. One way to get something out of the country, no checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor?
I don't believe it.
Oh, this requires you to have knowledge about the legal system and being a prosecutor? Okay, this is the most latent puzzle I've had to solve. Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday? Oh my god. Memory serves me again.
It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamoire.
How did it end up here?
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Borginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamoire's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence.
Man, this gives me trust issues, because then I don't know, like, what pieces of info are for, like, flavor text and which pieces I need to remember. Like, give me like, a little cue. Like, just have Apollo say something like, oh, that's interesting. So I can be like, oh, I should probably remember this for the future.
They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. Touched.
Oh, keep saying that, please. Did I get that right?
Not say that.
Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? As you said, untouched, touched.
Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Borginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying that guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia. Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
Work.
Good memory, Herr Forehead.
Why am I being such a dick to Gavin? This is Darian we're trying to take to court.
I know! What the fuck, dude?
You two can keep battling each other. I'll just sit back and watch the show.
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole.
Don't say.
Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this, in fact.
An igniter.
Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean...
He means this, of course.
Ah!
Judge, you wouldn't have been allowed to have it anyway. You didn't lose anything. Stop incriminating yourself.
No. Right.
There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. And could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access, like a member of the band? Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I hate it.
Order! Front-facing Gavin, stop! Or front-facing Darian, stop! So the igniter...
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety precaution.
A precaution?
Ah, Herr Forehead. At last, it all comes together.
Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lamoir's ballad, if you please. Pleasure!
First, my keys were stolen.
My heart, you stole my key!
Which forced me to break the lock on my guitar
Away
case!
in the sky! The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things
What?
didn't go so well. Smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latouche.
Oh,
Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon were confiscated then, the gig would be up. Literally. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot.
It's over. Press the switch now!
The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. And then, Mr. Latouche unalived.
With Lamoir there to witness it.
Oh shit, there's a dead body. There's your case. Well, not literally the case. I mean the court case, not the case that was in the on the
she
state.
couldn't see.
Brilliant, man!
Detective Crescent.
I gotta know. You make all that up on the fly?
For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian.
Republic of Virginia. Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there.
True, you haven't.
Let's see you make up a story for that, kid. How'd I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh?
It's not so hard to imagine. You had help. A Borginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemurar heard proves it.
It's over! Press the switch, now!
You made this transmission from backstage.
While your co-conspirator was on stage.
But who was it?
This is it. The coup de grace. And for once I know what I'm doing. I hope the guy controlling me does too. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized.
I thought it was going to be an instant game over, because if it was, I was going to say, hey, if I correctly guess this answer, can I do the wrong answer just to see the dialogue and then do the correct answer? But I am very confident about this correct answer.
Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
Because the one thing that I was waiting to come up during this case, like I literally was waiting for the chance to present it, because the fact I did remember is that we found the switch in the piano and it activated when you would touch a piano key. So because he was playing the piano, it's extremely obvious that he just had to play that key in order to activate it. There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice, and that person is the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
But Mr. Justice, he's your client.
A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one.
I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed. The defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice.
It's only one thing worse than a drug dealer.
A child.
Machi.
An annoying attorney.
But what if it was in fact Lamoire?
He'd get the death sentence for smuggling. Not my problem. It couldn't have been.
Well, you seem sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals?
Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that's true.
Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made this transmission, Lamorar was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram photograph. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this conveniently made circle right now that dictates scale, it seems like Lamoire could have still done the deed.
No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and the Lamorar stand-in were in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lamorar's position in the air vent.
Ah!
Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that?
Your Honor?
Yes, detective.
Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns?
Oh,
Again?
the video again?
Just, one more time. and
Play it
maybe another.
again,
We could do
Sam.
like a third for kicks.
Sure, I don't see why not. Take another shot, though.
What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. Not again!
Here we go.
Country road. I'm so sick
How do
of
I
this
stall for
video.
time?
Why
Ace
am I so
Attorney.
orange? Oh yeah, I'm an orange man. My guitar is on fire. Very impressive.
Stop it! Shut
Too
the
bad,
fuck
so
up!
sad, punk.
Punk?
No, I was talking about the orange guy, but also you, yeah.
First you were Sleeves, then Kid, now Punk.
That's gonna be my new undercover agent name. Sleeves Kid Punk. Or maybe it should be Kid Punk Sleeves or Punk Kid Sleeves.
That's really lame. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
At least I had something to begin with.
What exactly were we supposed to see in this video other than the quality 3D effects?
The problem isn't in what we see. Correct, Darian.
Right. It's what you hear. We are musicians, after all.
Care to explain for us non-musicians?
Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the wee pianist to set off that igniter. That right?
Yes?
Well, in order to do that, you'd have to press a switch. Am I right?
Okay.
Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano.
Piano?
Here it is again. What seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine.
And that's the problem, man. You still don't get it? Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the diva.
Amor.
But according to you, she couldn't have been it, could she? Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch.
I literally have the answer to this. Just let me present it. Oh my god!
There we go. We're seeing it again. Why are we doing it again? Because it's fun.
Why are we even playing it this
You know, I
time?
said we're doing it 3 times, and another one.
He's right, you know.
The piano plays non-stop. Apollo, you literally saw this get pulled out. You were He couldn't have pressed that switch.
Well, Mr. Justice, do we need to watch the video again?
No.
The piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
Well, sorry.
It's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo? Were you wrong?
It can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just... Something's odd about the performance there.
This is so dumb. I hate this because when I had to guess about the prosecutor rules, I was just expected to know that, and now the game's making a big deal out of something that I had figured out a whole episode ago. Odd?
Mr. Justice, if Machitobaye didn't press the switch, then he could not be the accomplice that you claim he is.
He pressed the fucking switch, just let me tell you! But everything points to it! Every fact says he's the accomplice!
You've got the facts wrong, man. Fake news. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. But the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes!
Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant, Machitobaye, the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought.
Oh god, this might be
Take some time.
This might be an instant kill answer.
Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
Ugh! What do I do? What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying just now?
Strange.
What's strange? Strange.
No, it's just. Something's odd about the performance there.
It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this.
If I can say no and end the game, I just want to see what happens.
Can you prove Machitobaye pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machitobaye pressed that switch?
I can't prove it, Your Honor. I ran out of Pop-Tarts and the brain cells are no longer energized. But I can prove it was possible.
Then, as prosecutor, it falls on me to ask you to show us evidence supporting this. Air Forehead, you're sure about this?
Ha! Accept it. There's no evidence, man.
Oh, he's
Let's
making me
see
do it
your
anyway.
evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed that switch? You thought you could non-standard game over.
Is that it? No, I need to prove that he pressed the switch. I was gonna select it because it says found on the stage. Oh, he's saying something was odd about the piano performance. Oh, this again? All right, hold on. Son of a gun. That is not piano. That is not piano. Oh, it's not having me present. Okay, do I just present the mixing board? basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Just like it can kill grandmas, it can solve this case.
Music? What about music?
Makes you lose control, Your Honor. And that's how people end up dead.
I hope it's Miku.
Let's listen to the piano part. Around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame. Wait, so if he had not hit, he hit 2 notes and it sounded off, but then he hit another 2 notes shortly after, and I'm like, oh, that's just part of the melody, so it sounds legitimate.
I hear a piano being played.
But doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple?
Ah, I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand?
One-handed?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the... This makes no sense! It was in the piano! Playing the piano activated the switch!
What? So you're some kind of piano savant?
No, I just had a lot of time and a lot of Wikipedia pages open. Actually, no.
Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand.
Oh, just let me get the answer already. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here. This is such stupid padding. We could have solved this 30 minutes ago. Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy.
Yeah? You got something?
Mr. Wright, your father. He's a pianist. Could he...
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that, even if he had 3 hands.
So sorry. So sad for you.
No, not really.
Huh?
That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way. Hope you're ready for another 2 hours of court case.
How are you going to prove whether he played it with one hand or 2?
Don't say call of him as a witness. Do not say we're gonna ask him ourselves.
You can't.
Do not. I admit, it will be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that?
The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. Oh, he flicked it in public. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song.
No way.
Stop playing with it. There's white stuff going down your face.
No, it's not. You're just making it look weird. I'm just playing with my hair, dude. I do it all the time. It's just
I did not need to know that.
I mean, my hair's all white and I play with it all the time. It's
Oh,
fine.
God.
Well, it seems like the moment of truth has come at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say.
Oh
for
my
himself.
God, let it be the end of the case.
Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, like I do when I stroke my beard, right before the guitar burst into flame.
Machi was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? don't. This all sounds like you'd need to do it with two hands. I don't hear a difference. Maybe that's where it switched? Right there. That section right there. Is it this section?
That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it.
Neither do I!
What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin?
It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding.
I'll take that to mean that there isn't a problem with this section at all.
Wait, so what was the odd thing that Gavin heard? The switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? I know. I just need to find a place to compare to that. Your Honor, if you'll give me one more chance, I think I can find it.
I suppose we don't have a choice. Very well. Claim the defendant was playing with one hand when the switch was pressed.
Okay.
We've gone through this before.
All right,
Wait,
well...
you didn't get a penalty?
No, I did not.
Let's go!
All right, so... If
scot-free.
So if he's saying the first verse of the second half, then I would want to present part 3, but then he followed it up with, I need to present a section to compare to that. So if this didn't work, then the only other section would be the beginning of the song. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you.
As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Herr Forehead.
I definitely haven't.
Realized what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the "but a fleeting melody" phrase.
Here we go.
Oh, fucking A!
Let's go video!
This is like whenever fucking, what was it, Paul Rudd goes on to an interview with Conan O'Brien, or whoever the guy is that keeps playing the Marley and Me clip. Mac and me.
Man. How many times do we have to listen to that same thing?
You're right. Enough of that. Watch this video instead.
Huh?
Do.
No, not the blue badger!
Let's listen to another section, shall we?
No, dear God, no.
There's a guitar burst into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace."
Please stop, dear God. How many times does that make this?
Endless Age is crazy, dude.
Oh
No!
Play verse 2 again. Actually, play it again from the beginning. Look at this budget.
Actually, listen though, hold on.
Oh, this is both the best and the worst episode I've ever done.
They feel the same, true, but me, as a musician, they're clearly very different.
What?
Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. The same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use 2 hands to play that for sure.
Ah,
Just for God, what's that proof?
If you're not convinced, we could always play the video again.
Please.
Then I would
Let's play
think
it again.
you know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs. Man. So the 2 verses are different arrangements. Happens all the time.
Not this time, Darian. Shit. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
Oh, no!
That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself.
This was a fun case right up until this part, and I have lost interest in all of it.
Real talk. Exactly the same when I played this.
Now ask yourselves why Machi changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch. I mean, you could have just leaned over and your hair would have done the job for it.
Order! Order! I order that video to be played one more time! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
Be over, please.
Yes, quite. Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
What? Oh. Ugh. No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it! I shut him up! How's that burning in your hole feel?
Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter.
Good show, Sleeves! No, great show!
It's not over. It's not over.
It's not over.
I don't like it when he looks so happy.
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing.
Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Head Forehead.
Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but it's almost 11 o'clock. I want to go to bed.
No. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. And it isn't 11 o'clock yet. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut the time limitation.
But we've been streaming for almost 6 hours on a single case portion.
1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it is not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
Well, it's a stupid legal system.
Well, I didn't fucking ask you now, did I? It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present.
Oh, I think if he did, we'd already have seen it a long ways back.
But, at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What?
That's right, you have to play the entire case over again.
Truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? Oh, now I'm being ableist. What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Paulo, remember what Daddy said?
Gotta buy the milk and eggs. Eggs. Whole milk, not fat-free. Free. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system. So what do I do? Do. Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Every man has an igniter inside him. Find Darian Crescen's igniter and set it off.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I think he usually means watching Sunday night football with a beer in hand and your best friend sitting around, but maybe he just meant a weak spot? No? You know, the kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion, like seeing a really cute fursuiter and then they do that kind of thing with their finger where they, like, beckon you over to them. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I've got to find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal. Then I gotta jam my booger finger right in there and hit his switch.
We're not jamming anything. Can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of times on my hands, but I've got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney.
Well, Mr. Justice.
Imagine if they had an achievement for this game that required you to watch the video 500 times, and it's called like a true fan or the biggest fan or whatever.
We've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter. Hot hole flame explosion. Something like that.
The fuck you say?
Didn't you say, the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
Ah, yes. Good guitars are kept dry, is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It's there from the very beginning.
What?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo.
What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney.
All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Air Forehead. You are accusing this man, Darian Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Letus and the smuggling of a Borginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case.
You guys said that 3 times already. Just stating that for the record.
Save that goddamn game.
This trial has already run for far
Yes!
too long.
Yes!
Don't we know it?
But just to make sure, let's check that video one more time. Anyway, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends.
Oh my god.
Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then, let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent.
Okay. This is really my last
My man going like, did I
chance.
save?
I swear to God, if I present this and it gives me something else, I'm gonna be really fucking pissed. The key that will take apart Darian Crescent's plan is... I know this is the correct answer, because it would extend the case. So I'm going to pick the wrong one just to see what happens. The defense is prepared to show the court evidence.
Ha! Be my guest.
Be all of our guests, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence supporting your accusations against Darian Crescent.
Me!
Bro, what the fuck?
So, exactly how am I supposed to react to your freaking attorney's badge?
Inspiration
you thought
on...
you thought you'd be cool?
I did.
It's dumb and lame as fuck, dude.
Oh, he's not flustered at all. I picked a dud.
I'm afraid your poetic tale and your badge are both fantasies.
Reality bites, Mr. Justice. You're still costing you $5.99. I hope it was worth it.
That's right! The price of a Twitch sub went up!
I hope the $6 was worth the funny. I suppose we should let you try once more.
Okay.
Show us the basis for your advertisement.
You sure about this? Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence.
So what is?
It is true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else.
You mean a witness?
No, I thought maybe we could watch the video 50 more times and see if
Oh,
something...
let's fucking do it, Doofy!
Oh, I'm down.
Let's go!
God.
Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darian Crescen's guilt?
Help me, Phoenix! Excuse me. Excuse me again.
Gesundheit.
If he's the accomplice, then... The one person who can prove Darian Crescen's guilt is the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
Your client? Again?
You know, someone in chat said the victim. I mean, he did try to scrawl something on the ground, and we never brought it up. Like, I thought at some point it would be brought up. So imagine me picking it and then being like, I mean, he tried to say something. Let's see if we can get it out of him. And they drag the corpse to the stand, and he just slumps over, and they're like, sir, I need to remind you that sleeping in court is a violation of the law. We will hold you in contempt if you don't cooperate.
Come on, get up.
I need you... just gently slapping his face.
I'm gonna use the gavel.
You know, contempt of court is punishable by death in this country. Machi Tobaye was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Crescen could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
How so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Borginia, he could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would no doubt also find in... Didn't I bring this up? I literally called this earlier.
You did.
Oh, very scientific of you. Way to bring it up right now.
Thus, if Machi Tobaye acknowledges his agreement with Darian Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Borginian cocoon, the case is solved.
Darian's laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad. We'll never be able to.
Why not?
The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling.
What's this all about?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Borginian law.
Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not...
But you're wrong, Detective Crescent.
What?
It's the other way around. If Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
Huh? How?
Look, Machi admits to smuggling here, and he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. You get the life penalty, which is life until death. It makes sense, I promise. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Borginia.
and they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today, including the parts about the Borginian cocoon.
Yeah, but...
But if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Virginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here. Not now.
Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me!
Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? We're posting our opinions to Twitter. Same goes for Machi Tobaye. They love roasting teenagers on that Hell Hut site. Cocoon smuggling? Your entire plan? Machi Tobaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling!
Don't worry, there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace in a mansion. Real nice. You want a house made of cookies? No, a house made out of pianos. Come on. Please! Don't you!
Darian.
I think you said the wrong word. We need you to do it again. Oh, I'm just kidding.
I consider that my last session with you. We rocked.
Guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession?
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
No, no!
Let's fucking go! Yeah!
Oh, why?
One more time.
We don't need to listen to this now, do we?
It's the music of victory! It's the
Darian,
anthem!
here's the
of
thing.
this
We're
entire
playing this video
trial.
in your cell from now until you die.
No. No,
It's okay,
please, no.
Darian. You're
Don't do
going to be
anything.
dead in like a week anyway, because that's how our justice system works, yeah?
Thank
I
God.
mean,
That's
the
better
judge
than
has a
listening to this
gun.
video.
Shh, you guys
God, he's
talked
so
over it. You
orange.
guys talked over it. I'm trying to enjoy the video.
Oh my god, you can't. I forgot you can skip sections.
Oh, this is my favorite part. Right here. Right here. Shunk. It's like when my mom throws a towel at me after I shower and says, "Cover your damn self up."
This vocal is empty.
Everyone sing together.
Keep happening!
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away, all the way.
Mood.
Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
I didn't even need to sing. This was glorious.
Oh God, no!
No more.
Oh no, it loops. Anyway, Machi, you get all that?
Some of it, yes.
And you'll talk? You'll tell the court everything. You'll watch the video another 20 more times?
I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know.
And now, Clavier and myself, your two adoptive dads, have to look after you. We've both come to this conclusion mutually. I can feel it in our
We'll get
hearts.
you a pony. It's going to be great. I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
We've made sure the pony does not have an igniter anywhere.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I knew. From the beginning, I knew.
Machi,
The situation. I cannot explain. But money, I needed. Very much money.
Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system.
yes, can a 14-year-old be tried as an adult?
The only thing definite in a court of law is evidence.
That was my second guess.
This is the golden rule. However,
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by the standard.
should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Machi Tobaye,
Yeah.
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges of the murder of Mr. Latouche, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
Oh! Wow! Wow!
I think
Pretty boy.
I only lie. But you see truth. You find truth.
Studio Ghibli, hello?
Oh, that's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
Oh my god!
Absolutely
Finally!
beautiful!
I'm so glad I brought this confetti with me in my pocket! Woo! That's a lot of confetti.
Court is adjourned.
Oh, thank God.
July 10th, 4:42 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
I wonder what'll happen to Machi.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was watching something.
No!
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of bush. The delayed panic from chat. Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there'll be another trial here. All's well that ends well.
Daddy!
Hey, don't tell them, but this necklace of mine, that's also a little present from Virginia. Came with the eggs and the milk. It's delicious, by the way.
I owe you both my thanks.
You're too short, kid. You can't reach me.
I swear to God!
Lamarar?
Why? Is something wrong?
I'm sorry. Machi was your partner on stage. Your friend. Stage, we will literally be done in 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yes. I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do. Yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. And he must pay what he has done.
Coming in a little quiet, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Much better.
Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Do not be sorry. You have given me courage.
Courage?
The things I do for law.
I am considering an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
It's funny. I have always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doctor, Lamarar lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running. I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting.
Painting?
That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all.
I will paint the two of you. I promise.
Woohoo! I can't wait, Leroy!
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission.
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday soon.
You bet. Me too.
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. If you haven't seen it before, I actually have a tape right here that we can look at. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer at the end.
why are you?
We did it!
Oh my God!
Over. Let's watch that.
A 6-hour stream.
Remember, you can watch that video in its entirety on loop on YouTube.
Jesus Christ!
Shakes you.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! All right. So my friend is very kindly waiting to cut my hair because this went way over time. So if we can please go down the list, introduce ourselves, the characters that we played. I will make my final commentary at the end. I'm just going to collect fan art for now. Starting off, I am Sean Chiplock, Sonic Mega, the voice of Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice, professional voice actor who helps put these live dubs together. We've been doing this for several years. I am so grateful for everyone's participation, and I say it every goddamn time, but this is probably one of the funniest unintentional episodes that I have had so far, at least for this game, if not for everything that we've done so far. Oh my God, I was tasting iron in my throat from how hard I was laughing. That was incredible. All right, continue on.
Echo.
Oh, it's me. Oh, right. Hello, I'm AKL Trifecta, casual VTuber, VTubing casually, drummer, game developer, voice actor, and today the voice of the judge. I stream regularly on twitch.tv/AKL Trifecta, and if I may do a little bit of extra self-shilling, I've been working on a live dub of my own for the past bunch of months, and we're actually going to have the finale episode October 5th at 5 p.m. All of the old VODs are on YouTube as well if you want to catch up. The Mod Squad here is a part of it, and they have been doing an absolutely wonderful job. It is a wonderful, wholesome indie visual novel called Tavern Talk.
Yeah.
Hello, I go by Beirut on the internet. New name is Ketra. Voice actor, game developer, trying my hand at anime adaptation, just diving into a lot of things. I just want to say, me as Darian Christian has been kind of the culmination of like 3 years. One of the main reasons I really got into voice acting was the live dubs. I think it was the Deltarune live dub, the very first one that got me into this type of thing. And like, I knew I wanted to do something around this, but this was kind of really what set into motion. And so, you know, it's been like 3 years doing random projects. I started, you know, going full paid gigs this year, and it's been a wild ride. It's been a fun ride, and I'm just so proud of, you know, myself and the community. And I just want to say, if you guys want to go out and do something, just do it. The best experience is practice, and I hope you all can make some amazing things out in this world. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Colorbliss Blob, who draws on the internet, voice actor, print artist, and needs money. Also, I spoke 3 lines today. Thank you. Was there in spirit. Next person. Deshaun.
Hello, everybody. My name is Deshaun Riggs. I provided some extra voices tonight. Voice actor based in Virginia. It's been an incredible journey. I love being a part of these live dubs. This is my family from another family. Like, these guys have been like a wild ride. They've really been an inspiration to me for these last several years, and I just love coming on to just put on a show, and it's never changed. So, like, thank you guys for having me again.
Alright. Hi guys, it's me, Emmy, or Emmy. I have always, Trucy. I don't do voice acting aside from these live dubs, but I am a professional comic artist, and I work on the Olive and Popeye comic.
I'm so proud
not
of
to
you.
show myself, but to absolutely show myself. If you guys could check out the comic that'll be published this upcoming Tuesday, that would mean a lot to me. It's the introduction of a character that is very, very important to me. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Red.
Hello, I am Red Muffler Man, professional voice actor based out of Houston, Texas, content creator, and general internet funny man. I played Clavier Gavin today on this live dub, and once again, I'm back. Just happy to be back playing my favorite prosecutor. I love this character, I love this game, and I love getting to just hang out with everyone. I stream on Twitch, and I'm also on Twitter and YouTube, all at Red Muffler Man. So if you like me, feel free to check me out and say hi. And that's it for me.
And I'm gonna round it up. I am Tez, and I am your average mom on the internet, and tonight I was your la miroir. I stream on Twitch at Tenny Princess. I stream approximately whenever I can. I wouldn't quite call myself a variety streamer because I tend to default to a lot of Monster Hunter and Pokemon, but that's because my friends are only saying it, it's fun to play with them. At any rate, thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast, as always, and I'm gonna toss it back up to Sean.
I know I usually go through with compliments for every member of the cast, and I hope that everyone trusts that if given enough time, I would have plenty to say about everyone. But for lack of time, I want to focus on 2 people in particular that really just shone throughout this entire evening. Red, I already know that you're a powerhouse, but between the accent drops and your level of energy, like, it is honestly terrifying hearing you go all out in your performance, because it shows me that there is so much I have yet to learn and improve as an actor, and that if this is my competition, I need to fucking step up. So it is honestly an honor having you on shows like on live dubs like this, because the quality is just better for your participation, and I feel like I have to keep up to speed to be on your level. So I am grateful that the environment is one that you enjoy. I'm grateful that you find the drive and the willingness to put that kind of effort into these small community productions, and I'm always grateful to have you. On that same note,
Thank you so much.
Of course, Beirut, there's nothing that I could say about tonight that chat didn't already repeat 200 times over. If you hadn't already said that you have, I think you said you've booked some paid gigs already. The first thing that I was going to say is I would not be surprised at all if you were already booking paid gigs. Like, hearing your delivery of these lines and the way you played with emotions, and not even just the loud screams, but just the way you embodied the character's personality, line after line after line. I mean this sincerely when I say that was a professional voiceover performance. That is what I would expect to hear from a hired person or an official dub of this game, and I mean that with my whole heart, and you should be proud of yourself. That was Darian Crescent to a T, and I was blown the fuck away by what progress you've made. So that's right, cry.
No, yeah, I'm like almost crying, actually.
There's nothing else to be said. I mean, you go ahead, speak your piece.
No, it's just, I'm so happy I have all this support in the community. I mean, I know it's a thing for voice actors like everywhere, but I've been in very much a rut for stuff like right now. So like I haven't like I've been like questioning, like I need more to take more classes and like all this type of stuff, and like just like listing all the reasons I might not be getting hired, and then I have all your support, and it's like,
if that isn't one of your top 3 character types in your wheelhouse, it is a top character type in your wheelhouse, guaranteed. So have faith in yourself, because you were right up there with Red, to line for line, take for take. It was, you two were just, you were the actual band members stealing the show. So, all right. With that said, let's try and get through this fan art. Oh, and Deshaun, don't look at the fan art if you haven't already, because the last one is probably my favorite of the evening. They're all good for different reasons. But first off, from Rune Wolf, it says, the crossover no one may have asked for. Honestly, I think... Oh, wait. No, we have one from Hedge's Corner. Let me move this over. Let me bring this up. Window... Show window capture. There we go. That is not it. Let me try that again. That was Discord. We're fine. We're totally fine. I know. Trust me, I've had worse show up. All right, so we're gonna check that window first. There we go. All right.
Yay.
So this one is from Rune Wolf, who says, to make up for clipping Deshaun's agony, which I guess I missed, here's a doodle of the moment. This might be the first time there's been art of a moment that happened during the stream. Thank you very much. Rune Wolf says, the crossover no one may have asked for. Oh God. Okay, I have to zoom into the text here. How do I shrink this? Oh, there we go. Yeah. The crossover no one may have asked for. Honestly, I think only Color, myself, and a few others will understand this reference. Also, Apollo says, Princess Mint... Oh, Apollo says... Princess Mint of the East Heaven Kingdom, it was you who tried to take over the world with the power of ancient relics. I sent you to a pumpkin patch and to be the comic relief character for years to come.
Oh, it's me. Not the pumpkin! Anything but that!
All right, explain this, because I'm so confused.
She hates pumpkins.
Oh.
She's the main character of this game called Threads of Fate, and pumpkins are the worst thing ever.
Oh, okay. Richello says, man, that Clavier's Closet bit was too good. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing!
We love you!
I'm so mad I missed that. Hedges also says, Clavier's Closet, the amazing new podcast available on all podcast streaming platforms.
Oh my god.
I missed apparently the top part of this stream because, oh my god, the number of submissions.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, read it.
It was great. It was great.
Welcome back to Clavier's Closet, yeah?
Avita7 says, inspired from the chat during break. You drew this so well.
Holy shit, that's
So
so
fast,
good.
too. What the hell?
Oh, I actually can't play guitar.
I'm so mad I missed out on this. Let's see. Richello also says, Trucy had a moment where she was so concerned they were wrong, but wasn't she the one who found the remote in the piano?
Yeah, she was the one that found the switch and was all like, wait, are you wrong, Apollo?
Trucy, days earlier.
Hey, look what I found in the piano!
Also saying that's probably their favorite Trucy that they've drawn. I agree. She looks like a hand puppet.
Agree. It's so good.
Little Miss Minnie. Holy shit. There's 3 from Little Miss Minnie. You wouldn't believe they're all from the same artist because they cover such different styles. But they said, Darian's ultimate punishment, no more hair wiggling. The hair wiggler! The hair wiggler color. Here we go.
The trial is over. Prosecutor Gavin, you know what to do.
Ah, but of course, El Judge. Now then, Darian, hold still.
Oh, no, 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 no! No, not the hair! Anything but the hair! Please!
You guys hear something?
Nah.
Me neither.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, that was a phenomenal comic dub. Holy shit.
That was great. What the hell?
That was cold read. Let's go.
For that being the first time we saw it, number 2, you guys aren't prepared for this. They say, I actually got to put a little bit more time into this, so here's Papa Phoenix with the milk. Look at this face!
It's so good.
Look at this
Go the
face!
different style.
All right,
Awesome.
you all aren't ready for this. They go, and finally, Deshaun playing Machi was one of the best things that could have happened today. So here's this.
So true.
Deshaun, you know what you have to do. Give us a voice.
Deshaun, do it!
Do it.
Thanks for the save, Eustace.
Just watching Tomoe taking off the glasses and being like darker and more bitter than ever. So
Forget the Borginian cocoon. Can I interest you in Borginian cocoa?
He's come back.
Oh my god, so good.
That made my night, so thank you for that.
Thank you all for your incredible artwork. I'm going to make sure to add this to fan art so we have it for the finale when we finally get to that point. It is late. My friend is very patiently waiting for me, and I need to head off. A heads up, we are doing Eternal Sonata tomorrow. We should be doing Paper Mario on Monday. Tuesday is going to be our movie night of Rise of the Guardians, and then, unfortunately, I am pretty much away from streams until the 2nd of October, and after that, Lord knows when I will stream next. I actually think we have, after the 24th, the next time I'll be able to stream will be October 2nd, and then after that, the next time I'll be able to stream will be the live dub on October 19th. So that is our current plan. Anyway, love you all very much. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, actors, for their incredible time and commitment. I apologize for the 6-hour runtime, but I am so appreciative of all of your patience. Until next time, stay shining, get some rest, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.